Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to discuss our year of campground costs. We started our current year November 9th of 2020, and our numbers that we're going to give you and break down today go all the way through November 9th of 2021. So you're going to want to stick around and hear all these numbers. We're going to go down two avenues basically: our membership costs total, and then plus our campground costs and everything else, and only the campground costs. So we'll break it into two separate categories for you guys out there. Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. That sounds like something you'd like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys.
We decided to purchase a used membership through Campground membership outlet. We went ahead and upgraded that, and I'll let Scott fill you in on what happened there.
Okay, we purchased the used membership way back in June of 2020, right?
Right.
June of 2020, we retired. We got back to the States end of August. So we're looking at September time frame, and we're trying to start booking. Well, with the current issues that we're still having, there was not a lot of people at Thousand Trails corporate to get our used membership switched over. So we actually made an appointment to come in and talk to the membership specialist where we are here again today, which is in Conroe, Texas. And we came in there and we started talking to him to try and get our membership worked out. And he kind of told us a few things that made us want to go ahead and do our upgrade. First is the used memberships out there. It may not be all of them. You have to look into your own used membership yourself. At 65 years old, the dues don't freeze. If you buy it new or upgrade at 65 years old, whatever the dues you're paying that year, that's what you'll pay for the rest of your lifetime. Also, there were a few other perks. One of them that she really liked was the cabins. They give you vouchers for one cabin a year for 10 years, I believe, and you can trade that for or is it 5 years?
I think it's 5 years.
Okay, for 5 years. But if you don't want to use that, you can trade it for a trip like to a timeshare or something like that.
Or a cruise, an RPI cruise.
Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the numbers.
All right.
She hates numbers. I'm not a big fan, but together we kind of made this work. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. So our used membership through Campground Outlet was $4,950. Okay? These memberships aren't cheap. I think if you buy them new now, you can go from $500 all the way up to $16,000 or $17,000. So that'll you can kind of run a gauge on that. Then when we came in to talk to the membership specialist, what did we pay for our upgrade?
It was $4,145.
So our total membership cost, just the membership alone before we even camped today, was $9,045.
Wow.
That seems like a lot, but that's unless you upgrade later down the road, that's a one-time purchase. And if you just stick with your used membership, like for our case, it was only $4,900. Or $4,950. So you can really tailor that back if you don't want to do an upgrade or something like that down the road.
Another thing is we paid cash up front for both our used and then for our upgrade. If you're purchasing through Thousand Trails, if you're purchasing the upgrade, they do allow you to make monthly payments, but we chose to go the cash route.
Yes, absolutely. Debt-free is the way to go. If you can do it, do it. If not, you can get into it for, however much per month it works out to be. All of these numbers are going to be strictly dependent on you, but these are what our numbers ended up being for the whole year. So the next things, that was just our Thousand Trails membership price, $9,045. The next thing we're going to get into is our dues that we've actually had to pay already because they came up. In Texas, they charge extra for 50 amp electricity, so we'll put that in here. And our upcharges. There are some parks in the Thousand Trails system that will actually charge you on top of your membership fees for each night's stay, and those are normally high use parks. Normally you find those down in Florida, ours happened to be in Washington State.
No, in Oregon.
Oh, sorry. It was in Oregon. Okay.
Portland.
All right. Well, there you go. Oregon it was. So first, with our membership, we have added an RPI. But when we did our upgrade, this was another bonus, was we got 2 years of that RPI membership free. So we paid $0 for this last year for our RPI membership. And we did actually use it once or twice, I believe, didn't we?
Yes, we sure did.
So it paid for itself since we paid $0 so far. Okay, for our membership, our dues are a little different than some because of the used membership we bought. So our dues are either $550 for 50 nights a year or $1,250 for unlimited nights per year. So we paid $1,250 so we could have unlimited nights in 1,000 Trails.
We also paid for the Trails collection. This is in addition to the 80-something parks. You get a whole extra set of parks that you can use, and this was an extra $315.
And I think that the number on that is over 100 extra parks that adds. The normal Trails, or 1,000 Trails parks, are 81. So the Trails collection at $315 is really a pretty good deal because it adds over 100 more parks. Next thing that we have in here is our stays in Texas. And they charge you, like I mentioned, $3 a night for the 50 amp electricity. And when we were looking through, we noticed that sometimes they do, sometimes they don't charge. So this number could be skewed, or this number could be $0 for you if you never come to Texas.
Or if you don't have 50 amp.
That's true too. So, like I said, these numbers are kind of weird and your mileage may vary, but this is our specific numbers. So our Texas electricity, we paid an extra $412 at $3 a night for 50 amp. And then our last charge was that upcharge from the Encore Park that was in Oregon, like we just talked about. And that was $86.24. I believe that was a $20 a night park, and we stayed for 4 nights maybe plus tax. So the $86.24 is where that came out.
Right. So
our total for non-membership camping total is $2,073.24.
Let me clarify that. Non-membership, this is still all in the 1,000 Trails, so you do have to have the membership. That's just not the cost of the basic membership.
Right. That's what we paid above the membership price that we said earlier of $9,045. All right. So again, this one will be all of those combined. This is the year's total. The $9,045 membership cost plus the $2,073.24 for the dues and everything charges is $11,118.24. That does sound like a lot. It still sounds like a lot to me, and it is. But if you think about it, we have that one-time charge, or in our case, it was two-time charge for our membership price of $9,045. So next, what we're going to do is we'll break it down into how much it cost us total per night for all of the charges, and then how much it costs us minus the membership fee, because you're not going to be able to camp at 1,000 Trails on a budget of any kind without the 1,000 Trails membership. Okay, so let's first knock out the one night that we did that was different than any other of our first year, and that was one lot docking. We stayed in, that was in Indiana somewhere, right?
Cracker Barrel.
At Cracker Barrel in Indiana, and we met Susan from New Horizons, Susan and Germ. So we paid $0 because it was a Cracker Barrel lot dock. We did go in and eat dinner with Susan. We didn't count that in here because that's food and not strictly our camping totals here. So for our 1,000 Trails stays, we had 259 days in 1,000 Trails parks. All right, so if you take the total of $11,118.24 and divide that by the number of nights we stayed in 1,000 Trails, 259, you'll get $42 $1,092.92 per night. That seems a little high to me still, but again, that's adding in our over $9,000 membership, guys. So if we take the membership price out, because you're going to pay a membership price no matter what, and we just go strictly with our dues, electricity, and upcharges for the year, we take that number of $2,073.24, divide that by 259 days in Thousand Trails parks, and we come up with $8. So other than our membership, just our extra camping fees came out to the average of $8 per night for our 259 nights.
That is amazing. Completely amazing. I wish we could have stayed in Thousand Trails the whole time, 365 days, but with our route that we chose to take this year, we had 250 nights in the system. So $8 a night is very good.
Very good, absolutely, yeah. And if you don't know how the Thousand Trails parks are laid out, they're pretty much on both coasts, and then some here in Texas. There are a couple exceptions, but not too many. So if you're in the middle of the U.S. somewhere, or just off the coasts, you're going to be hit or miss whether you can find a Thousand Trails park. So when we left Texas going towards the West Coast, we didn't get back into Thousand Trails after we left Texas until we hit our second stop in Oregon, actually. So, and then we were in Thousand Trails in Oregon and Washington, and then we left Thousand Trails again to come back, I think until we got to Illinois, right?
No, until Illinois.
Yeah, okay.
Wisconsin Dells was...
that was Thousand Trails.
Yeah, it was an encore, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So Wisconsin and then Illinois, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Wisconsin was it then.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so that is our Thousand Trails side. Now let's go to the non-camping or the non-Thousand Trails when we were out of the system. Let's see how much we paid for those days. Our total days out of the system was 105, unless you count the lot dock, then it would be 106. So 105 paid nights camping out of the Thousand Trails system. We paid a total of $3,874.45 for those 105 nights.
That's right. And let me tell you, we didn't go, all KOA, all this or all that. I looked at the area we were going to be in on our route, and I tried to find the cheapest campground with the best reviews. So I didn't go, low bottom of the barrel cost, and I didn't go, luxury resort. So I chose right in the middle, and the longer you stay, like if you stay for a week, it's cheaper than staying a night or two. So I kind of tried to arrange it all through there, and that's how we still got, I think that the nightly cost is pretty good. Not bad, but we're going to say it now.
Yeah, and so our nightly cost for those 105 nights outside the system was $36.90. That number really blew me away. But, like she was saying, you can actually get that number down a little bit more even because we didn't stay a week, at least a week at each place that we stayed out of the system. A lot of times we were just there for 2 to 4 nights. So we could actually bring that down, and we've already talked about it. We know we're moving too fast. We're going to start doing at least a week stay, maybe longer at each place. So that number might come down next year. You never know. So if you're playing the math game at home, let's do this one. Our year's total expense, which includes our memberships, our dues, electricity, upgrades, and the 105 days that we stayed out of Thousand Trails, is $14,992.69. If you divide that by 365 days in a year, it ends up being $41.07. So for each night this year, our average cost was $41.07. That's including our $9,000 plus worth of membership. If you take our $9,045 membership out of the equation and just use our dues, electric upcharges, and our days that we were out, the total there will be $5,947.90. And our nightly stay on that is only $16.29. So once you take the membership money out of there, if you've paid cash for it or whatever, just file it away as done. Finally, I'm done with it. You can really get your prices down, guys. $16.29. That's our average for the entire year.
That is excellent.
Absolutely. And it's only going to get lower because every night we stay in 1,000 Trails, we'll bring that price down more and more and more and more next year.
You may know that there are mixed reviews in the different 1,000 Trails campgrounds. Some have issues with their roads needing paving, potholes needed filled, some sites being off are not available because of lack of electricity. There's problems with 30 versus 50 amp service. Some don't have sewer dumps at their campgrounds. But for $8 a night, if you're in 1,000 Trails, just the dues, $8 a night, you can't beat that. So if you have to have everything perfect, then maybe 1,000 Trails isn't for you. But if you're budget conscious, I think it's a no-brainer. It's definitely win-win. If you don't like the park, there's always a nicer one, another one that you can move to. We've actually had to do that a couple of times.
Yes, we have. Also on that, if you don't want to go to Campground Membership Outlet or to a park and actually talk to somebody that will sell you a new membership, you can even try this out if you just go out in the springtime, in the spring and summertime, a few weekends, during the summer or spring. Try getting the camping pass. I believe the camping pass is under $600, and you get one zone, and then you can use it like a week in, a week out, I believe, with the camping pass. And that will give you an idea of the parks, at least in your area. And they're pretty similar around the country that we found so far. I mean, we obviously haven't stayed in all of them, but that'll give you an idea. And then if you decide you like it, you can upgrade to a used membership if you want, or to a new membership, whatever the case is for you guys. I would definitely, if you're a full-timer especially, I would definitely not overlook 1,000 Trails. Look into it and do your research. We've thrown out a lot of big numbers for you guys today, but I really think as time goes on and we use it more and more, that number, or those numbers, are going to be so low that it's going to be, there's no way that I think we could pass that up. It's just a great membership to have.
And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. If you're interested in a membership, or if you want more information, I highly suggest that you contact. We're going to have a link below. Randall Cox, he's getting ready to retire next year. And Clenna, she was his assistant, and she's helped us out since we've been here with a couple of questions. Highly recommend that you contact one of them. They're at the Lake Conroe 1,000 Trails. They're membership specialists. And make sure that you tell them that we sent us, because if you do choose to get a 1,000 Trails membership, then if you give them our name as a referral, we get a little bit of money.
We hope you guys enjoyed this video. We don't always do budget and 1,000 Trails videos, but take a look around at our other videos. We do all kinds of good stuff on there. You're bound to find something you like. And if you're still here, thanks for sticking around to the end. And we'll see you next time on Jaw Jacking with Jarhead and Ginger. Bye!